Nicola Sturgeon is tipped to be humiliated by Boris Johnson, who will block her push for independence, refusing even concessions on the divisive issue. An expert on Scottish politics has claimed, the Prime Minister will block and not feel compelled to make any concessions to Ms Sturgeon and her desire for independence, Express.co.uk has been told. It comes as fears continue to grow over the Scottish National Party's (SNP) grip on the country and potential harm to independence amid Ms Sturgeon's Alex Salmond crisis. The First Minister also has Holyrood's May elections to deal with, and whether her SNP can secure a majority, which, if successful, will prompt her to hold a legal referendum, she has said, yet many claim that even a majority might be insufficient to persuade Westminster to divulge the necessary powers for a vote. Robert Johns, professor in politics at Essex University who is an investigator on the Scottish election, said while independence is on the cards, Mr Johnson will not allow it to go ahead. He said the Prime Minister will even stop short of making concessions to Holyrood, as has been offered by the Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer with his Constitutional Commission. Professor Johns said, "We can be pretty confident that there will be a majority for independence in Holyrood, and that there will be a call for Westminster to allow a referendum. I suspect Westminster will then say no, and then it will be decision time for Sturgeon and the SNP, and at that point there are going to be differing views on what to do. There are some people in the party who favor going ahead and having legislation to have a Catalonia-style referendum, defying Westminster's attempts to block it, whereas others who favor spending a few more years and stirring up more sentiment for independence if Westminster rejects it. There will be lots of questions. However, I've always been of the view that Boris Johnson will block independence and not feel compelled to make any concessions, because what's in it for him? All the Tories in Scotland hate independence, so he would just be playing to his supporters by blocking. He's got nothing to lose there in doing that." Mr Johnson has repeatedly refused to entertain the idea of an IndyRIF too. He told the BBC's Andrew Marr show earlier this year that a more sensible date to aim for an independence vote would be in the year 2055. This would amount to the same number of years between the first and second Brexit votes, with the first Scottish independence vote having only taken place 7 years ago. Popularity for independence has grown considerably since then, with many citing the coronavirus pandemic as a driving force behind the movement.